Yeah, it's a damp and chilly October morning today. I've come up, I want to clear me beans and turn me compost, but as soon as I've gotten here, the rain's come on. However, the shed is a tip. Does anybody else get to this stage in the season and find their shed and their greenhouse are just an embarrassment? Mine is so bad. So while this rain's on, shouldn't last long. It's not forecast. I'm going to try and tidy up the shed a bit, and then we can see if we can get on with some things outside. The first thing I'm going to do is take my little squash home. Lots of little ones. What I do with them is I just put them whole in a batch into the oven like that, because they're too fiddly to mess on with, and then when they're all cooked and soft, you can just scrape the flesh and the pips out. Works just fine. I cooked my first squash yesterday. It was the biggest one. It was about that big. Oh, it was delicious. So pleased with it. Just so sweet. I just roasted it. I cut that one up like and peeled it and everything before I put it in. But I just roasted it with some garlic and olive oil. Oh, really, really sweet. I'm very happy about that. Might need 2 bags. I'm going to shame myself and show you all how bad me shed is. It looks like one of those abandoned hoarders' houses with all that stuff on the floor. Shocking. Anyway, shouldn't take long. A few bags of rubbish to haul out, and it'll be good in no time. Bag of rubbish number 1. So that's the side with all the junk. I've tidied up as best I can. I've got about 3 bags of rubbish taken out. I've swept the floor about 4 times. It's not a complete disgrace now anyway, is it? This is my smallest compost. It was full and it's rotted down to about there. Now, I want to mix this one with my other one that I've got going at the minute to get a big mass of rotting stuff going on, so it really heats up. And I'm going to turn them all. You can see here it's started to go quite well, and then from being full, it's now about halfway down. I'm just going to pull it all out, mix it with the other lot. I really want to start cranking up the amount of compost I make, and the best way to do that is to turn it more regularly. I'm usually pretty lazy about how often I turn my compost. I might do it every 3 months, if that. Hence, I make small, I don't make a lot of compost as I go along. I was watching a fantastic YouTuber, it's called Perma Pastures, the channel. The guy's called Billy, and him and his son, they're able to make compost in 18 days, which to me is phenomenal. They just get all their materials together, make sure they've got enough to generate enough heat, pile them up, and then every 2 days they turn it and they get compost within 18 days. Now, I'm not going to turn mine every 2 days. That's way too much like hard work. But if I could manage to do it maybe every couple of weeks, I would get a lot more compost going on. So today, that's my goal at any rate. So we're going to pull this out now, take it over to the other pile and mix them all together and put them back in. And then I've got this empty one ready to go again with more stuff. I'm just going to lift this whole thing straight off if I can.
It's quite a lot of it.
Here's a ton. So if anybody saw the video a couple of weeks ago when I showed you I had a rat hole going through my made up compost into the one that hasn't rotted down yet, it's every time we fill it in, it's still getting tunneled through again. So there's rats in here, or a rat, or a rat's nest, or whatever. Anyway, I brought Kenny up today because I want to turn this compost, and obviously I want to get rid of the rat. So I brought him up to howk it all out and see if we can get rid of this rat. And I'm just going to try and film it from a distance so that rat doesn't run up my leg or something. So off we go with that. So I'll just show you this hole again. There it is, and it goes through into this compost here. So pretty sure there's something living in there. He must just tunnel in every night to get his dinner, then tunnel back out again. But they usually live in there for the heat, don't they?
There's bound to be something going on. If it's, I mean, if it's a food source, if it's warm, then they will build a wee nest, you know. If there's more than one of them, that is, you know, which is bound to be. Heavy, that stuff at the bottom. There's no rat there.
Well, we can't find any evidence of a rat at all, which there definitely is one, but not today, which is good. Now with both those composts combined, this one's going to be properly full again. There was lots of nice heat coming off it when we pulled it out, and mixing it like this and mixing them both together is going to really build up the heat and start it rotting down beautifully. And I would venture to say, if I come back in a week and have a look at that, it'll have gone down by at least a third. But it's quite hard work and dirty. Now my next little October job today is I want to get these beans out now. I've got runner beans and French beans, and there are beans on them still. They seem to be going a bit yellowish though. I'm not sure what they're going to taste like. I'll take them off and take them home and we'll see. But basically I want to pull them. If I've got any strength left, I'll clear this border and dress it. But we'll see. Maybe just a case of pulling these out. I can hear the geese again going over. I love to hear that. Can't see them. Oh, there they are. See if I can show you. I tried to film those geese there. I'll have to look when I get home to see if it showed. I don't think it did actually. Last of the October beans. That's quite a good amount. I wasn't really expecting to be getting beans in October, you know, middle of October. So that's definitely the last of them now. I've got to manhandle this lot down now and try and grapple with those bamboo sticks and that wire and get this border tidied up a little bit. And I think that'll be me for the day after that. There's nothing much else to do today. Oh, that was easy enough. This compost's empty now since we've put it into the other one, so I'm starting again with a fresh lot and we'll get this filled up. Take another few visits to the compost to fill that up. Anyway, quite a productive day. The rat hunt, which came to nothing, in fact, thankfully. I mean, in one way I wish we'd found a rat so I could evict it and get rid of it, but would be a bit traumatic, wouldn't it, having rats or baby rats running around all over. And that's great that I've got those composts mixed up. I know that they are going to make some really good compost for me much quicker now that I've done that. Last of the beans is down, the shed's cleared out, and that's all before lunchtime. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.